I was in a trailer park, and we lived in a trailer, and there was this empty lot next to me, and I had cement bricks, and I piled 2 on one side and 2 on the other, and I put 2 sheets of ply on each one, and I would jump over from one to the other, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And I would back them up, and back them up, and back them up, and back them up, and then I would be like, well, why don't I put another brick on this one so I can jump up to it, and then I'd build step-ups, and then I'd build gaps, and then I'd build like trails out of wooden bricks in this trailer park. And that was BMX for me. That was BMX before BMX was BMX. Okay, my sister Rachel, she was my hot sister. So I'd go to school, and she was the popular one, I was the dorky one. And she had all these boys that were cool, because she was the hot girl in school, and they were all BMX racer kids with the expensive bikes and the dope stuff. So they were like, they put on this pedestal, you know, they were like the cool kids with the rich bikes that liked my hot sister. And I was like the dorky kid that had the crappy bike that just kind of wanted to fit in. But those kids really wasn't busting no moves. They really wasn't impressing nobody. And I was like this daredevil from the freaking Lion Country Safari. You know, I was like Zoolander at like 6. So I was already ready to like, you know, do the damn thing. And these dudes were just fronting. You know, I'd come in with a big banger or some kind of like, you know, situation that was, you know, impressionable for people to go, oh my God, you're crazy. And that worked for me, you know. When people were saying I was crazy, I was like, you're right, I am crazy, and we're gonna get crazy, watch this. And as over the years in middle school, all the cool kids started kind of looking up to me. I was the cool kid because I was a crazy one. But it's good to start out like that. I'm happy I wasn't on the other end of the fence, and I was who I am and how I was made and what I had to go through to be who I am today. Now really is rich, you know. It's a rich kind of foundation of, you know, this creature that was made by this. The way it's supposed to be, okay? If you have great parents that really care for you, then they'll push you along this path, and you'll probably be a lawyer and very successful in that way. If you don't have everything going for you and your parents aren't there and supportive for you, and you have to figure it out on your own, and you make your own self become whatever you're going to become, some people take the pain in their life and they go down the wrong road with it, and they become nothing and losers and drug addicts, and they're dead by the time they're 20, 25. For someone like me in that same situation that could have been, I take that and I use it as fire to get an impression or to please a crowd or to get some kind of, you know, accomplishment done, self-accomplishment done to get over what burden was just about to wipe me off the face of the earth. It could be anything you do. It could be a TV producer. It could be an artist. It could be a musician. It could be an athlete. It could be a great mom. It could be a great dad. It could be whatever you want it to be, but use that fire to overcompensate and make the best out of a situation you're passionate about. And I thought about it for about 3 seconds and came up with when I'm dead. So that's as real as it gets. When I'm dead, I'll stop riding bikes.
It's a thing that I can look at now and be like, hell yeah, I got that done. Instead of saying, you know what I mean? Like, I need to film that, I need to film that. Like, every single day was going to haunt me, I feel like.